my honey come back. Sometime I'm on a red back jack. Sometime I get a hump in my back. Sometime I'm going.
Welcome to today's episode
of Reality Digest.
Probably the best intro we've ever done. So
no,
we have 3 topics today.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did I say which episode? This is episode number 4.
Yes, it's episode number 4. We think
it's definitely number 4.
Yes, it's definitely number 4.
So he has a topic and I have a topic.
2.
I have 2. You know what? We're gonna bring it down to 1.
Oh, you only have one topic?
Oh, I have 2, but you have 1, I have 1. I think
okay, that's
better.
Fair. Okay,
so
cloud storage, is it?
Yeah, we'll do cloud storage versus portable storage. Which one's better, and which one's better for you, the viewer? Pointing at the microphone.
Yes, pointing at the microphone. If your eardrums are now broken because Coleman touched the microphone.
Sorry. Okay, so what is your topic?
I think I already said it. Wikipedia.
You didn't say it, but what's your opinion on Wikipedia?
Well, my opinion on Wikipedia is that every teacher these days is a big fan of the whole concept of peer review, i.e., don't trust a single source of information. Right?
Yeah.
Right? Because
agree.
Because it's kind of like it has real examples in real life. Never gather all of your information from Fox News, for example, would be a good alternative.
Exactly.
And they are saying that you should never bring your news from one source, something like Wikipedia, which, now, they always say that whenever you use Wikipedia, you should always check it with other websites to make sure that it's correct.
Yes.
If they allow you to use it.
So, my experience with teachers versus Wikipedia is never use Wikipedia. It's always just been, don't use it.
Don't use it.
So,
never. It's evil. It will kill you.
And I can see where they're getting that from. It's a well-grounded view because, in the beginning, Wikipedia wasn't reliable.
And it wasn't. And it wasn't. And as a Wikipedia editor, I'll have to be the first to admit, there's 2 pages on Wikipedia that aren't reliable. Well, 2 sections of pages. First, anything about religion except atheism. The atheism page is pretty accurate. And personal pages I find are a little bit iffish. Like, the Donald Trump page sounds like it was right out of his campaign website, I have to say.
It could be, because that would...
Yeah, it makes sense, but the thing is in this that the other sources, like, for example, engineering, there's no reason to have that gone. As a matter of fact, it's more reliable than other sources because each person is peer reviewing it. Kind of like you have in the entire internet reviewing a single document. You have about...
Which, in some cases is good, but in some cases, like, in the beginning, when only a few troll people knew about it, it wasn't good at all.
It wasn't good at all. But,
because you had some fat guy in New Jersey like, Donald Trump's stupid. Like...
That, Coleman, you're saying... Do you realize what you just... Okay,
what?
so...
That's an example.
That's an example that is actually probably... Yeah, it's an example of a person editing
I don't want to talk about...
putting a true fact out there.
I don't want to talk about
Politics
Donald
right now.
Trump right now. That can be a topic for another discussion.
No, it's too depressing. Move on. It's too depressing. Let's move on.
Too sad and depressing. So, what's your experience with teachers versus Wikipedia?
Well, my experience is that it's almost like they're scared of it because, if you go onto Wikipedia and if you ask them, well, okay, I'm just going to open a random website on Google when I'm Googling this information. Mm-hmm. Basically, they're going to trust any random blogger on the internet and just go ahead and look at a portion of blogs. But the thing about Wikipedia is that let's say that someone puts up something stupid. And I'm not saying that people don't put stupid stuff up. It's why people like me exist to make sure it gets taken down ASAP. But in this one experiment that a teacher ran, who's still not a big fan of Wikipedia, even though his experiment actually proved it makes sense.
Yeah.
Mr. Holm. Now he basically had his entire class do one thing. He had each one of his class make a Wikipedia account, and at the same time have them all edit a entry of a famous article to say something stupid like water is hydrogen or something stupid like that.
Okay, so...
Or something stupid like that.
Okay.
But the thing is, and that's that it took approximately 1 minute for the administrators to find that account, delete it off of the site, and fix it back to its original composition.
And I can understand that. When was this?
This was about 5 years ago.
5 years ago, and that's impressive because 5 years ago
it was still in its infancy.
Yeah, and nowadays
I mean,
everything's on
I mean,
Wikipedia.
Yes, it is like literally the most reliable source of information. Like it's
Well,
like
that's what
one-
we're talking
one of
about
them-
here.
I
Is
mean,
it reliable?
yes. Yes, it is reliable because you will be amazed. It's just a sad fact of our world. There's a lot of people who get really smart, get PhDs, and then sit in their basement because they can't get any job.
Yeah, I mean that speaks to our education system, but
Yes,
that's
that's another
podcast
episode.
topic.
I think we've got podcast episodes all the way to I think we've got podcast episodes all the way to episode like 27. I think that's the 27th podcast.
Okay, so what? So you said that you are experienced as a Wikipedia
editor.
What is that like?
Well, basically, I will go on Wikipedia and I will basically just scout. I mean, actually, most of the time I'll just look for Wikipedia. I'll research it first site I'll go to, and if I find something that I know is wrong from personal experience, I'll log in and change it.
Yeah.
And that's what I do, and that's what my dad does. As a matter of fact, what he's supposed to be doing is, well, it's work related. Let's just say it's work related.
Work related.
I mean, and like a lot of people do that. I mean, and it's like it doesn't really take that much. You can set up a Wikipedia account right now. I really don't. There's one thing I don't really like Wikipedia, and that's that it's pretty harsh towards users who are like just put up false information once. They will get banned and banned quickly. I mean,
that's good. That's good.
Well, that's good, but it's like, sounds like a little bit of a one strike you're out system to me.
Maybe, and
But like,
of course, my experience with Wikipedia, I use it for a lot of things, but I try to keep it out of my educational use.
I mean, and I found Wikipedia facts that are outright wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the time, most of the time they're kind of they're mistypes. Like 310 per, like 31% rather than 41%. Kind of like, I was kind of like, oh yeah, just basic maths, fix those things like that.
Exactly.
It's like, rarely you will find outright intentionally wrong mistakes, unless it's, again, on personal websites or on religious websites. Those are the two sites. Never trust Wikipedia. I was thinking that, you know what? Here's a good thing. Never trust any internet.
This is a rule of thumb.
Yes. Here's a good rule. I was thinking that, here's a good rule of thumb. Never trust any site on the internet about personal names or religion. That's just like a good general rule.
That's a good rule of thumb. That is good. Scale of 1 to 10, 10 being super mega red giant, and 1 being tiny
red dwarf.
Red dwarf. We are like, I want to say like a 3.
Yeah, on a 3.
By size and mass.
Yeah, because some stars are bigger than the entire like this is Beta Candoris, which is the largest star we know. This is our sun. This is Voyager. This is Beta Candoris.
Yeah.
It's like scientists are still debating how it formed, because ideally a star that forms that big, it should just immediately collapse into a black hole as soon as it formed. I think there's a theory about it, like, eating other stars out there, as I think it.
Which is interesting, and you know, we're just going to completely go on to a another topic with this.
Yeah.
Off of this topic,
we're at a tangent within a tangent right now.
We are tangentception right now.
Yes.
We should talk about the. I can't even
Planet
talk right
9?
Not Planet 9. Okay, you know what? Never mind.
Okay.
This is all gonna be cut out.
Okay.
Probably not. Okay.
Tangent.
I'm ready.
Okay.
I think I have it. Okay. We should talk about the reaffirmation of gravitational waves. Because that's big in the news right now.
This is, I mean, well, it's like
I'm sorry, it took me so long. I couldn't think of the words.
It's like a lot of people are talking about it, and it's really, really neat. But it's like, it's really, really neat that they exist.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's kind of like the thing about scientific discoveries these days is that, like, I mean, it's kind of like you already kind of, it's like, the fact is that there's an easy way to prove the Higgs boson that I think no one's ever tried. I think I have a real idea here. Humans have mass. Therefore, the Higgs boson exists. Right?
It would make sense, yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is that it's part of the standard model. And it's been proven to be correct so far. That standard model makes assumptions, so therefore those assumptions must be true. You just need to affirm them, and then they're correct. Same thing with gravitational waves. Without...
How long has it been doing that for?
I don't know. Okay,
we're going to go back to We're just going to start over.
Yeah, we're gonna start over.
Gravitational waves. The discovery of gravitational waves.
Okay, it's neat because it's like they're just part of theories that already have been confirmed.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the best example is an easy way to prove that the Higgs boson exists without billions and billions and billions of dollars. And if this sounds smart-assy, then it is designed to sound smart-assy. One second, I need an example. This mouse has mass. The Higgs boson,
I feel sorry to you if you're listening to this on SoundCloud because you can't see this. But,
yes, okay, well...
He's holding up a Apple mouse now.
That's connected to a Windows computer.
Total different tangent. We can go on later.
Okay, but this mouse has mass. Therefore, the Higgs boson exists. Because the Higgs boson is what gives things mass according to the standard model. And the fact that it does means that it exists. It needs to exist for things to have mass. And same thing with gravitational waves. Without gravitational waves, gravity, i.e. this mouse falling into my hand, wouldn't exist.
But we had no idea before that it traveled in waves.
Well, we did. Einstein's theory predicts it. It predicted it in 1919.
It predicted it, but we didn't have any proof at the time.
Well, we didn't have any proof at the time, except for the fact that the theory that predicts them is correct.
But we didn't know it was correct till now. Because
Einstein's
we just got proof.
relativistic theory.
Yeah.
General relativity has been...
General relativity has been proven, but...
For a long, 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 long time.
The small parts inside of his theory of relativity...
i.e.
gravitational waves, has been predicted, but not completely proven until now, when...
And now we've seen them.
The...
Two black holes
merged
in a galaxy far, 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 far away.
Even farther away than the Star Wars galaxy.
No, yeah, there's a theory going around that's Andromeda. Andromeda.
They think that the Star Wars galaxy was modeled after Andromeda.
Yeah.
Okay, that'd be interesting.
Okay, that's good to know. For all of you people
we'll look for traces of
actually Vsauce 2 did a pretty decent episode on this.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard about it.
Yeah, it's basically like you need a telescope the entire size of the entire galaxy in order to see the events going on in Star Wars.
Yeah.
And,
but anyways,
yeah.
It's interesting how it was only just now discovered. Do you think there'd be other events in the galaxy that would cause gravitational waves that could have been sensed by
there are.
Earth?
Well, there are. First of all, this discovery's only been operating for 10 years, and you don't expect event that galactic scale to happen in 10 years unless they are really, really far away. But other events also produce it, and just that this discovery is not powerful enough to pick up on those things, because it's kind of like this. First of all, let's say this microphone is the center. It's beaming two laser beams, and waves are light, like this. So if they get misaligned, you can tell. And that's like micrometers. Yeah. So you can tell if things are spatially passing through with it. Now, the thing is that the longer your wave detector, the longer the gravitational waves has to pass through to disrupt them. And that's the key here. So if you can build bigger and bigger and bigger ones, and they're planning on doing one in space, because that way it can be
a good point. That'd be
so that way it could be billions of miles apart. The only problem is if you need to get the orbits right around the planet so they're constantly staying in the same position, and that's hard. And that's hard so much so that they need lots of rocket scientists. They are planning on using the Lagrange 1 point, which is you know what? Forget it. Let's stop. Okay.
Okay. So that was a really good topic and tangent that we went on. Do we even need to go back to Wikipedia? I think we covered that good enough.
Yeah, we covered that good enough. Teachers, start using Wikipedia, but let's move on to
Wikipedia has been good for quite a long time. Thumbs up. Move on.
Use it.
Okay. Sorry if I just deafened you with that clap. But next topic: cloud storage or portable storage. Well, which one would you do? Let's start with that.
Well, first of all, First of all, I use cloud storage. If I could, I would use portable storage, because portable storage has the advantage of, first of all, they just recently, it might be a year ago in the computer world, released a micro SD card with 200 gigs on it.
Yeah, they even have...
For consumer market.
Yeah, there's a 256 one out right now.
There is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay then. Well, they have 256 right now. There's one rumored to, be 512... No, there's one even rumored to be bigger than that coming out soon. They have it out, but it's not available for consumer purchase, unfortunately. But the fact is
recently, they also just made a consumer-grade 1 terabyte SSD, which is huge.
Yeah,
It recently came out.
Yeah. Basically,
There are
a
very
1
few
terabyte
computers
SSD.
with an SSD of a terabyte right now.
I mean, like, to be clear, that's, first of all, 2 things. That solid-state drive, that's really, really, really good for solid-state drive.
Yeah.
And second of all, it's about, okay, I need a cereal. We need props down here.
What do you need?
Oh,
What
no,
do you
no,
need,
no,
a
no,
mouse?
I need something else. And something that's, oh no, how about this, is a cereal-sized flake.
Okay.
It fits into a cereal-sized flake. A terabyte of storage. I mean, to be fair, that's like,
No, it's an SSD.
Yeah, an SSD, yeah, about the size of a, well, okay, big cornflakes sized.
Like, I'm not sure if you guys know this, but the old, what were those things called?
I actually get one out of the,
You know, like a phone size. It's about the size of a phone. What are you doing?
I'm showing them.
You're pulling out the...
No, this is an SSD.
That's an SSD.
This is about the size of a wafer. You can fit a terabyte of data on
Well, I
this.
mean, no, that's a...
SSD.
No, that's an SD card.
SD card. SSD?
SSD.
Solid state drive?
Solid state drive.
Oh, yeah, okay.
The ones in computers.
Well, no, they have a terabyte with this.
No, they don't.
They do. They do, because they're a whole lot bigger than the micro SD cards. Micro SD cards probably about a quarter size.
I
of
would
this.
show you that, but that's currently what we're recording on.
Yeah.
Here. So let's...
But, like, the fact is that you have so much data storage in such a small area that it's pretty easy for you, and I've been thinking about doing this, to literally carry around your entire computer on this. You can basically literally put an operating system on this, put all of your files on a terabyte size one of these, plug it into any computer, and basically have your work environment contained in the area the size of a little chip.
Yeah.
But
which would be an interesting concept to work with.
I've actually done it before, except it's only been on USBs. But these will work too. As a matter of fact, these will probably work better than USBs. But the thing is, there's only one problem: losing them.
Yeah. I mean...
Yeah, we just lost a major SSD for this camera right now.
SD.
SD for this card.
But SSDs just recently got to a terabyte.
Yeah, SDs can be any size. It can be up to this big or up to this big. They can be any size. But the fact that there's a 1 terabyte available for consumer purchase, that's a good thing.
Yeah, and that's a really big thing, because, I mean, right now, I think, like, you can get, like, an 8 terabyte HDD right now.
I mean, you can, well, first of all...
It's about the consumer grade.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
for
it's like...
the max consumer grade for
it's like,
HDDs.
Well, I mean, you can buy anything on the internet, except for, again, it's like, you have the problem is that you can fit much basically, like, I'm sure you could find a SSD this big by this big that could hold a Broadadex. I don't know. Like, you could find that...
I mean, you could probably make a whole array of just SSDs that's like 500 terabytes or something.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, you can build...
Nothing's impossible,
build something big. But also, by the way, I figured out something pretty decent recently. Apparently, if you take all of the hard drives and apparently take all the information in the world, put it on a hard drives, and basically put all those hard drives, they would take up about the space of an oil tanker.
That's not much.
Yeah, that's not much. It's
wow.
Well, it's like if you have, like, this is about an HDD. This is...
HDD's more like about that big.
Yeah.
But like this big or this big.
And that's about...
Because they come in 2 sizes.
And that's 8 terabytes. And if you just fill it, like, an oil tanker's really big, but if you fill it the entire volume of an oil tanker.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is a big...
That's a good point. So basically, there's no limit to storage capacity
that you can carry around with you in your pocket.
That is limited because the size of a pocket.
Yeah,
but
well...
Anyways...
But that's, like, absolutely ridiculous amount of storage. But the problem is you can lose them easily.
Exactly.
I am really surprised Coleman has not lost his portable storage yet. It amazes me.
I have a pretty good organization system. I'm just gonna say...
Yeah.
Not to flaunt myself, but pretty nice organization system.
I mean,
but let's talk about cloud storage now.
Now, cloud storage has the disadvantage of being relatively small. That is, unless you're a computer geek and are able to literally make a computer, make a cloud server, and basically use that as your terabyte. I mean,
WD makes a 1 terabyte. I think they even make a 2 terabyte cloud storage system.
Well, yeah. How much is that?
Let me look it up. I'll look it up right now.
Yeah, sorry, the internet's pretty, well...
You keep talking.
Okay, but, like, let's say that you're using Google Drive or something like that. That'll give you 30 gigabytes, which for anything except music and video editing is fine for your purposes. I would recommend that you use Cloud, and Google Drive actually has unlimited data storage as long as you use their pretty terrible online application.
Okay.
Microsoft Word has something similar.
Interruption.
But
WD 4 terabyte MyCloud refurbished on the WD store for $139.
Well, and that's
Boom.
and
that's a one-time purchase. That's not a subscription like with other cloud storages online.
And even better, let's say you have your old computer somewhere. I'm sure you have it there. You just look at it. It taunts you. It taunts you being totally useless in that corner, just staring at you, claiming its uselessness to the world. Install a Linux server distro on that and just use it as a cloud storage. That's what we did for a while until it finally shut down and decided to break itself.
Huh.
Not very funny though.
So,
but the fact, or you could just buy these that are refurbished. I would probably buy one new just because, I don't really trust refurbished electronics anymore. Most of the time people throw away their old computers because they don't work.
Which is a bad thing to do. You should always, if you're going to throw away a hard drive of any type, you, take a hammer, destroy it.
Yeah, yes, destroy it. Just give yourself the satisfaction of doing that. But how much is it new?
New, let me look at the MyCloud, which I'm pretty sure goes up to 4 gigs, I want to say.
Gigs?
They're terabyte.
Yeah, thank
4
you.
terabytes.
I mean, it's like, isn't that like...
1996, a whole 4 gigs on a computer. Whoa!
No!
What is this? This appears to be for the 8 terabyte model, $300 for an 8 terabyte.
8 terabytes. And,
MyCloud storage.
And that's more. I mean, it's like.
Welcome to 2016, kids.
Yes, that's. Yeah, that's pretty darn amazing. I mean, it's like I don't have words to explain how many bytes that is. I mean, I probably do, but I have to think of about 10 minutes to think of a good analogy.
30,000 gigabytes, which would be about 3 million megabytes.
Yeah, about 3 million megabytes, and let's do it in terms of hour-long HD video. How much is that? I think it's about a gig per 10 minutes. I think it's all about a gig per 10. Yeah, if I'm totally wrong, just tell me in the comments. But that's about a megabyte per gig, so that's...
So 10 minutes per gig.
So yeah.
This is 30,000 gigs.
So therefore that's...
30,000 hours of video?
Yeah, 30,000.
Wait, no.
No. It's
times 10. 30,000 times 10.
30,000 times 10, that's 300,000.
300,000 hours of...
minutes of video.
Minutes of video.
And if you
on
divide that...
on MyCloud personal storage
1,000,
device.
so that's about, I hate to say it, that's only about 12 hours of super high quality HD video.
That's not right. I know
that's not right. Okay, well, whatever. Just card that in.
8 terabytes, so that's 800,000.
Yeah, so that's probably about, oh, yeah, right.
Do you know?
I'm gonna, firm estimation tells me it's somewhere around 2 days.
2 days of footage.
HD footage, like 4K HD footage.
That's like,
That's probably about, that's 24 movies.
Wow.
Okay, yeah, our math is wrong.
That's insane. I don't even know what to say about that.
Well,
I know it's not right, but still, 8 terabytes of storage for only $300.
And that's
new too.
And
that's not even
cloud,
refurbished.
And that's cloud storage.
So that's like you connect your phone to it, and ooh, this is a cool photo. Upload it to my 8 terabyte cloud storage. What?
And it's like the problem is that I have to share a horror story here because I like sharing horror stories. My dad once had a friend who basically who did this right here. It's not like, oh yeah, everything's good. At night he had two police knock on his door.
What happened?
Well, here's what happened. A hacker hacked into his cloud storage and basically used it to basically do a lot of successful hacks against a major corporation. I can't tell which.
And he framed it all on him.
Oh no, but the thing is he hacked into his account, so the police oh, look who did it, ding, 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 ding. He got out free, but yikes!
So that's one thing about cloud storage is...
And the thing is that if...
anyone can hack it. It's just like a Wi-Fi network.
Yeah, but the thing is that it's a little bit better. I mean, it's like, my dad said he didn't put, the security was really lax on that, apparently. So apparently you can just put some pretty decent security on it. I mean, and after all, it has 8 terabytes. It probably has plenty of room for security software, right?
No, probably, but
And I'm
any
assuming
security software can be hacked by anyone. That's the truth.
Yeah.
There's never a completely 100% guarantee security.
well, yes, given 100 billion years, I'm sure a single person could hack anything.
Yes.
Except the government, because I don't really trust them to do much of anything.
But, so the one thing I like about cloud storage, so there's 2 types of cloud storage that we discussed. There's paid storage through another company, online usually, or a personal cloud storage like this WD My Cloud for 8 terabytes. You cannot get that online.
Well,
That is not something you can find online. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's...
Right now,
yeah,
at this current point, I am almost 100% certain
I mean...
you cannot find that online.
Well, yeah, I'm sure that you could probably build yourself something via refurbished parts for cheaper.
You could build yourself something, but
Still... If refurbished... Yeah, but, like, I mean, it's like, the thing is that this is just great. And, like, who knows...
I mean, taking 8
terabytes.
8 1 terabyte WD drives, even HDD, is still going to be way more than $300. But it's not the price. It is the price that I'm really big on, because with most online storage through another company,
I mean, it's
you pay per month for extra storage.
Month, and I think it's about $30 per month on Google Drive for about 100 gigs.
And it's
and that's 100 gigs. So keep in mind, like, on second thought, Coleman, I'm actually tempted to get that. How about
500 gigs?
How about this? 1 second. How about this? 1 second. I'd just like to do this. 1 second. I'm gonna pause it right here.